Lincoln Railer Basketball on 96.3 WLCN and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Reps Gym, AAA Windows, Siding and Doors, The Carpet House, Town & Country Bank, Lincoln IGA, Fifth Street Food Mart, Future Stars and Impact Studio Cheerleading and Tumbling, Lincoln Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Rick Ham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Lincoln Printers, Jason Schmidt at Channel Seeds, TCC Verizon Wireless, Timbercrest Veterinary Services, Blades Hair and Nail Salon LLC, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, Brow Incorporated, Schneider Chiropractic, Lincoln College, Big R, Stacy Family Pharmacy, Plute Heating and Cooling, St. Clair's Manor, BB Milling Company, Eaton Corporation, Jane's Hair Salon, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery, Headline Salon LLC, Family Custom Cleaners, Laundry, Tanning and U-Haul, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, and by Dr. Betsy Ulrich, Sugar Creek Orthodontics.
Here at Roy S. Anderson on a Saturday night, the final contest before the Christmas break, along with Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you. But Josh, before we let everybody know what's going on, it's time for our Joe on the Go segment. Joe is here, and so Joe, we'll kick it down to you, and we'll see who you can track down.
Hey, live Joe on the Go. Here you are. Hey, tell them who you are. Hey, yeah, from D&D Sewer, the great Petey Helton. Hey, Petey, you were a football player here, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Wrestler?
No, I only wrestled 1 year. So.
Hey, how come you quit? Didn't like it.
Football's better.
Hey, and Petey was a bad boy back in his day. How old are you now?
Old.
Old. You're 35 years old. Hey,
that
here's
makes you even older.
36.
You were the coach.
No, we played together. We were on the same team. Hey, Petey, tell us a little bit. Who's your favorite Railer basketball player?
My favorite Railer basketball player is Caitlin
All
Helton,
time.
my daughter.
Caitlin Helton, that's your favorite?
Yep, she's my favorite.
Is she going to be a good one?
I don't know, but she's still my favorite.
All right, that's good. Hey, look, I brought you this and some treats in there for you.
All right.
And I'd like to know, what are you getting for Christmas?
I don't know. My wife hasn't told me yet.
She does everything. Your wife does everything for you. Hey, Petey, thanks for being on. Hey, give me a Joe on the Go. Hey, Petey, can you do this? No. I didn't think you could. Hey, you guys getting in? Come on, I got candy canes. Let's go. Tell them who you are.
I'm Jamison.
Who?
Jamison Carter.
Jamison Carter. You want candy cane?
Sure. Thank you.
Who's your favorite Railer?
I don't know.
Pick one. Who's your favorite NBA player?
I don't have one.
Who's your favorite Joe on the Go host?
What?
What are you getting from Santa?
Next Max 1?
Yeah, you didn't sound very confident. Come on, man. What are you getting in? Let's go. Here. Candy canes.
Thanks.
Tell them who you are.
Marco Power.
Marco Power? That's a good name. Like Marco Polo. You related to that guy?
No.
No? Who's your favorite Railer?
Max Cook.
Max Cook. Oh, yeah. He'd go to the hoop. What about favorite lady Railer?
Caitlin Helton.
Oh, really? You related to Petey?
Yeah. He's my uncle.
Oh, really? Petey's your uncle? That's good. What are you getting for Christmas?
Beats.
Some beats? That's big money. Who's getting those for you? Come on, Miss Fitz. Get in here.
I don't know.
Come on. You don't know?
Yeah. I think my mom.
Do the dance for us.
Do what dance?
Let's dance. Joe on the Go. Hey, tell them who you are.
Hannah Fitzpatrick.
Hey, Hannah, tell them who you're married to.
Andy Fitzpatrick.
And Andy's the man, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Who's your favorite Railer?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, pick one. That's probably Greg Alexander, isn't it?
Coach Al.
Coach Al, hey, you like this mic. And who's this young lady?
Aiden Donald Fitzpatrick.
Are you a Fitzpatrick? You know, the Fitzpatricks are fun. And what do you get for Christmas?
What am I getting or what is he getting?
What are you getting?
I don't know.
You know that cat's getting you something good.
I know.
And what do you get for Christmas?
A four-wheeler.
A four-wheeler? That's what I want. We got to wrap it up. Okay, hey, thanks. Merry Christmas. Hey, Josh, we're going back up to you.
Yeah, you're right. And, he's a really good shot blocker. He's not only 6'7", 6'8", with the long wingspan, he's an excellent athlete. I mean, he can get way over the rim. So it'd be interesting to see if the Railers do get their shot blocked at one time. Do they keep trying to go back in, which you hope they do.
Ball tipped out of bounds, so it'll stay with Springfield right in front of the Railer bench. Keondae, a 6'1" junior. And the pass is thrown away right into the hands of Gavin Block. So an early turnover. Railers with their first possession, moving left to right from our broadcast position here at Roy S. Anderson.
Yeah, that's something that Coach Reed did not want to start with. The backdoor layup, hop good.
Nice job by the Railers getting the early score. So just like that, Aaron Hopp gets on the scoreboard, not in the foul column.
Right, yeah, you're a tip from last night, and he couldn't start any better for the Railers. A turnover, then a backdoor layup for an easy basket. There's another steal by Hook Cook.
Nice job by Will. Gets his hands in the way. Hopp almost skidded into a travel. They get it over to Will. Swinging around the perimeter.
Right in his way. Couldn't even shoot it. Perry about had a three-pointer, but the ref was guarding him.
Hopp, high post, gets it to Will Cook. His three on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. And Gavin's going to get whistled for the foul as he tried to get the rebound going over Trevor Minder and didn't do a good job of blocking out. And Gavin goes in, and it's an aggressive play, but
right. You just cringe when that happens, especially this early in the game. Your guy that comes into the contest averaging a little over 20 a game, your leader, your rebounder, your assist man. I mean, everything you roll up into one, and he gets a kind of a foul at that point.
Nelson, the lefty from the free throw line, is no good. Rebound tracked down by Peyton Ebelair. Senior will bring it across the timeline. 6.5 to go in the first quarter. Lincoln with an early 2-0 lead here in conference play.
And really, this is about the first time I can remember where Gavin's got a guy on him with probably as good athleticism or better, and as bigger size-wise than Gavin.
Well, you think about it. You're looking at a battle of two D1 kids.
Right. Yeah, and that's a fun matchup to watch all night.
We tick down to almost 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Gavin, top of the key, turns in the corner. Hop's going to go baseline. Going to go up off the glass and got it to spin off. No good. Tried to go over Church, but he grabbed the rebound, and Springfield heads the other way.
Yeah, that's a great penetration sideline. Hoppy just couldn't get the layup to go, but good play call by Coach Alexander. Looks like Springfield's going to go man at least to start here early.
Keondae. Lob up top to Church at the free throw line. Dribbles back. Long three on the way. It's up, and it is off no good. Rebound for Gavin. Three from Kincaid is no good. And interesting, we talked about in the pregame, Church at the free throw line didn't even look at the basket.
Well, we're not exactly sure. We don't have all the stats on Springfield, how really well they can shoot the three-pointer. But as of right now, they started out cold from the three-point line, and Church is at the free throw line exactly where you want him. You want him away from the basket.
Peyton goes around a Gavin Block screen, swinging around back now to Block. Fakes a three, and then Gavin's going to be called 4 steps. And Josh, you talked about that last night. If we say that Gavin gets called for traveling, 8 times out of 10, it's that very same type of play.
It's been his nemesis since he's been a freshman. I mean, he gets called for it, and they're not necessarily as much this year, but in years past, it's been a couple times a game. And last night it was once, and tonight early here, again, Gavin shot fake, shuffles the feet before. There's another travel there by Springfield, but he shuffles the feet before he gets that ball put on the ground. And if the refs don't see it, the coaches from the other team will, and they'll let them know about it.
Travel by Kincaid turns it back to the Railers, 4:45. But last night at SHG, we had a very low scoring start to the contest. Same thing here, Railers with an early 2-0 advantage.
Yeah, and look for the Railers to really use their backdoor stuff here. They've got an advantage. Springfield really trying to pressure them out on the perimeter, and we've got good enough athletes to go backdoor.
Hop brings a dribble near side, top of the key now to Perry, back to Aaron. Peyton's going to go baseline. Peyton stumbled a little bit, kicked it back out to Cook. To Perry, open three is good.
And what you like about that, too, Cook shot the ball well last night. I think 4 threes for him. he probably passed up a three for himself, but what I like is Perry had his hands ready, his knees were bent. He was basically a catch and shoot type of thing, so good job by Perry. He was ready to shoot on that one.
So Jordan continues his good weekend of shooting, his 5th three of the weekend, had 4 last night. Another one here. Jumper on the way off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Kincaid. He's going to put it up. That spins off, no good. Gavin block another rebound. So right now, Springfield getting the looks, not getting them to fall.
Yeah, and we're not quite sure exactly how good of, really shooters they are, but as we said earlier, they have not started off well, and the Railers have done a good job of limiting their penetration and limiting their transition baskets.
3.5 to go. Gavin a long three. That's up and good from by the volleyball line. And the Railers have jumped out to an 8-0 lead, 3:15 to go in the first quarter. And you talked about it, Josh, get out to that early lead.
Well, and we've done a little bit of what kind of Sacred Heart Griffin did to us last night. Thank goodness Griffin couldn't pull away with anything, and the Railers were able to knock down several threes in a row. But so far, the Railer defense has been really good.
Church from 17. That's going to go up and good.
Yeah, and if he makes that, you give him that shot. I think 6'8", if he's going to shoot it from 17 and make it, boy, it's a tough guard. But where he really dominates is around the basket.
Right, and if he's shooting from out there, that's one less rebounder for the Senators.
You're exactly right.
Down in the corner to Hop, being watched by Minder. Perry cuts through, can't get it to him, so Hop will kick it back out to Gavin. Gavin thought about it, working against Church. 2.5 to go first quarter. Railers on top 8-2. Gavin another three, same spot, same result.
Yeah, I think Gavin's feeling it a little bit too. Those threes weren't even close to the line, probably a foot and a couple inches off the line, and right now Church doesn't want to come out and guard him that far because he can go around him, and Gavin has had 2 in a row where he just catches and shoots, and when you're doing that from 22 feet, you're feeling well about your shot.
Ticking down to almost 2 minutes to go. Minder tries to dribble through traffic, and a foul is going to be whistled on the Railers.
I bet it's Perry.
It's on Jordan.
Bowers checking in for Perry after Perry commits that foul, but as we talked about, the only guy that came off the bench last night for the Railers in that win at Sacred Heart Griffin was Bowers, and Bowers had a good one.
Lefty jumper from Nelson is up and good. Now 11-4. Railers lead is at 7. 1:50 to go. Gavin down the lane. Strong had it knocked away, but also contact. And Gavin will go to the line shooting 2. And it's nice to be able to say, talking about free throws, Josh, Gavin had a good night at the line, as did all the Railers. They were 14 of 19 from the line last night, but Gavin, 7 of 7.
Yeah, you're right, and it's nice to get to the line early. It seemed like a lot of our free throws were down the stretch, especially in that second half, and now Gavin getting to the free throw line here early in the game.
Gavin last night with his 19 points moved into 13th place all-time in Railers scoring, passing Larry Lesson. Second one. That one in and out. Hop tried to get the rebound, but it comes down to Nelson. Nelson 1-on-3, made a little bit of contact with Will. Ball almost trickled out of bounds, but it's tracked down by the Senators. Church underneath to Minder, gets it back. Church lays it up over the front of the rim and good.
Yeah, you're lucky he didn't throw that one down. Not that it would have counted for any more, but he's a really, really good athlete. You don't find a lot of 6'8" guys, and that's the reason Missouri State wanted him. He's a really good athlete.
Bowers at the high post. He turns, looks back door to Will Cook. Will may have double dribbled, I'm not sure. Hop's going to try and go baseline, and a foul is going to be whistled. That's going to go against Sandberg as he pushed Hop out of bounds. 1:11 to go, first quarter. Lincoln 12, Springfield 6. Bowers gets it back from Cook. Now over to Hop. Ebelair. Gavin in the corner. Gavin spins. Gavin goes down, keeps his dribble alive, but Church takes it away. So turnover by the Railers. Springfield, chance to cut the lead a little bit closer. Jumper on the way, rolls off no good. Fighting for the rebound, tipped out. Cook comes down with it.
Yeah, good job by Hoppy too, going after that rebound. He didn't get it, but he tipped it around, and that led to Cook getting the rebound.
40 seconds left, first quarter. Reminder that Railer basketball is brought to you by Jason Schmidt at Channel Seeds, The Carpet House, Plute Heating and Cooling, and Dr. Betsy Ulrich at Sugar Creek Orthodontics. Down to 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Gavin just hanging on to the basketball, resting on his hip as he stands near the timeline.
Yeah, of course, Coach has got a play already in mind for this one. Last second shot against a man-to-man. You can guarantee he's got one dialed up that hopefully get the Railers a good shot.
We're down to 6. Ebelair looks to go back door to Cook. Goes to Church, and Church will be called for the foul, and Cook will go to the line shooting 2, and exactly what you talked about. You know he's got a chance to block the shot, but you got to take it to him.
Right, and I'm glad to see Cook didn't try to pass out of there. He got a back door on the side that he normally plays on, went up into the body of Church, and I'm glad he didn't try to pass it out because he may not have gotten the free throws or the free throw attempts. The shooting foul, so a good job by Cook of going at him, using his body. Didn't really worry about making a layup. He was more worried about getting a foul on Church.
First one good, second one good. Railers up 14-6. See what they can do with 2.6 seconds to go. Three-quarter court heave. It's on the way, and it's over the backboard, and our first quarter ends. At the end of one, it's Lincoln 14, Springfield 6. Back in a moment with the second quarter. You're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball. Royal Sanderson Gymnasium, along with Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you. Railers with the lead, up 14-6. We start the second quarter. They will have the basketball. On the floor for Coach Neil Alexander, Gavin Block, Aaron Hopp, Isaiah Bowers, Will Cook, and Peyton Ebelair.
Got our coaches yelling out every time there's a backdoor. Somewhat that looks like it's going to be a backdoor. You can hear their coaches yelling from here. Backdoor, backdoor.
Well, and you know what's interesting? You know, of course, Coach Al's been at Lincoln, it seems like forever. In the conference, you're looking, I think, at the second longest tenured coach, and Matt Reed from Springfield.
Nice.
Ebelair drives in, didn't go down, but Peyton will go to the line, and he'll be shooting 2. And Peyton played a good floor game last night. Peyton didn't look to score much.
7 assists.
So again, that's another thing that you need from Peyton. They need to know that he's willing to go to the basket. He gets rewarded here as the foul is going to be called on Nelson. Peyton at the line shooting free throws, misses the first.
Spot where he struggled at last night, Jeff, too. Peyton wasn't his normal self from the free throw line, especially late in the fourth quarter, to kind of ice that thing away last night. But a good job by Peyton getting to the basket and not kicking it out, getting there and attempted a shot, but then can't convert on either two of the layups. Peyton 0-2.
So Springfield heads down the other way, quickly down court. They try to flip it over to Church. Ball loose, picked up by Bowers. Gavin up quickly to Will. His 3 on the way is good.
Yeah, great job by Gavin, too. It's almost like that secondary fast break. It's so nice to have your big man, your 6'5" guard or forward that can bring up the ball and then find on a kind of a secondary transition. Cook gets his feet set on the three-point line, and Gavin finds him from about three-quarters court. And the way Will's been shooting it, you like their chances, especially here at home on this one side.
30-second timeout taken by Springfield gives us a chance to tell you that Bright Idea Screen Printing, Lincoln IGA, Big R, and Timbercrest Veterinary Services, just part of the sponsors for Lincoln Railer basketball. And Josh, it's funny. That play right there reminded me so much of the days that like a John Harmson was here. Harmson would run to the spot,
right,
and you knew if you could get him the ball, he was going to get the shot.
Yeah, he gets his shot open, and normally if you're talking about Harmson, it went in, too.
Yes. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Lincoln with their first double-digit lead of the night, up 17-6. Kincaid tried to lob it into Church, tipped away by Hopp. Aaron with the catch. And Aaron's going to be called for steps. Cook tried to find Aaron. Aaron got ahead of everybody. And then Aaron, I think, stopped, got a little too far into the basket, tried to kick it back out.
And then he saw Church coming right down the middle of the lane and thought that may not be a good shot attempt, so I'll pass it out. And then he got a few little movements with the feet. But that's what a big guy that can jump and a shot blocker can do to you.
6.5 to go. Will Cook with the quick hands, another steal. Gets a little bump, no call.
Yeah. Well, the Railer guards, especially the top 3 guys, have really gotten a lot of steals, a lot of deflections. Springfield, not a very good passing team so far. They're trying to pass 30 feet away, and it's a chest pass. The Railers just keeping their hands out and got another steal.
Foul on Kincaid as he hand checked on Will. 6:26 to go. 5th team foul already on the Senators. Nice pass inside from Evelair to Will on the back door, lays it up and in.
Yeah, that's a play Coach Al's used for a long time on the sideline out of bounds. It's a fake back one way, and the guard goes the other way, and normally it works. So if you're not broke, don't fix it.
All 5 of the points here in the quarter have come from Will. He has 7 on the day. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Railers on top, 19-6.
Yeah, and again, they're still
really quick hands again. Ebelair the steal.
Again, we're really struggling to find.
Gavin off the glass.
Cannot find Church, Jeff. Coach Reed's going to get a timeout and a big run here for the Railers, up 21-6. But they have really struggled to find their all. Hopefully there would be all-stater, I guess, a Division I player. Church, they cannot find the ball to him.
5:49 to go. 21-6. Railers up. We'll take a timeout and be back in 30 seconds with Lincoln Railer basketball. 5:49 left in the first half. Lincoln has exploded out to a 21-6 lead. Josh, the Railers on a 9-0 run. And I think if you were to look at it, most of it has come from the quick hands of the guys up top.
You're right. 7 turnovers for the Senators already here, and still 5:49 left in the second quarter. So that's been their nemesis right now. They cannot handle the ball, and the Railers have 6 steals off those 7 turnovers, and a lot of those have resulted in 2 points.
So after the second timeout that Coach Reed has had to take here in the first half, 5.5 to go in this first half. Going baseline, pull-up jumper, shoots up an air ball. Rebound comes down to Ebelair. Jumper from Javon Waters, no good. Ebelair on the far side to Bowers. Lob play, Ebelair, catch to Hop, off the glass and in.
Yeah, normally that's been to Gavin for the last. Well, this past year, last year was for Bowlby, and that time Coach mixes it up a little bit, takes Gavin away from the play, and throws it up to Hoppy, who's definitely capable of going up by the rim and converting the layup.
Now 23-6, Railers up by 17. And I think what's nice to see is this being the first the conference back-to-back on a Friday, Saturday. It's good to see their energy level good, because you could come out of a game against SHE last night, come out kind of lethargic and tired, kind of take a while to get into it, but certainly not the case here.
No, and the offense has been going well. The defense has been good. And, Jeff, I just looking at some of the stats right now, the Railers do have 4 threes so far, but they've also got 3 twos and 3 free throws coming by the way of their scoring. So a nice balance for the Railers tonight of how they're getting their points.
4.5 to go in the first half. Railers up 23-6. Jumper from the right side is going to spin off, no good. Rebound, Roy Springfield put it up and in, and that is Nelson again.
What is he, Jeff?
He is
junior?
A 5'9 junior.
Yeah.
(23-8). Try to get it to Ebelair. Peyton on the near sideline. Bowers with the catch. Gets it to Gavin. Out near the volleyball line in the corner. Hop fakes the 3. And they're going to get Aaron for steps. Looked like he was going to try and go around Mason Fitch, new into the contest for Springfield. And doesn't it seem some seasons there's things that they just look for over and over and over, and it seems like it's that quick first step that ends up being a travel.
Yeah, and especially it almost seems like it comes with a head fake too. A shot fake, or the guy seems to be maybe the move looks just too good.
And Aaron, I think, is going to get whistled for the foul, as it was Nelson driving down the lane. And I think Nelson's looking for the officials to give him 2 shots, saying he was going to go to the basket.
Yeah.
But not the case, as Hop picks up his first foul.
Yeah, just the 3rd team foul for the Railers.
Lob to Nelson, couldn't get it to go down. Rebound comes down to Hop, and then Nelson makes it worse by picking up the foul. And I think that might already be his 3rd foul.
Yeah, and the 6th team foul for the Senators too. So still 3. Oh yeah, you're right, Jeff. 3 fouls on him. So. Coach definitely didn't want to. Coach Reed from Springfield definitely didn't want to see that. But any more fouls against the Senators, the Railers are going to be going to the free throw line.
3:40 to go. 23-8. Lincoln up by 15. Ebelair hands to Gavin over Church for 3. That's spun off the right side, and we've got a foul underneath on the rebound. And I think they're going to get Bowers, or are they going to get Hop again?
No, Hop.
That's going to be Aaron's 2nd. Will Cook quickly off the bench. He'll check back in for Hop. 3:32 left in the first half. Lincoln on top 23-8. Gavin Block leading the way for the Railers. He has 9. Cook with 7.
Yeah, that's been one of the, Gavin hasn't had a shot really for a while there.
Yeah.
That was his last shot attempt was probably that 3 that he hit at the top of the key, and really Gavin hasn't had much since. So hopefully you can get him going. Although Church, a very good defender, very long and athletic, superior athlete that Gavin's going to see all year.
Kincaid in the front court for the Senators. Into Church in the lane, goes up off the glass, missed it, gets his own rebound, can't get it to go. Tip try again, no, this one will go down. 3 and 4 chances for somebody like Church, or for anybody actually, is not going to work out, but Church stayed with it, got the rebound off the glass and in, and he's going to the line.
Yeah, he's just a different jumper. He's quick off the ground. He was up higher, and of course he's taller and got longer arms, but he was up quicker than any of our guys were able to do it. When you give a guy that many chances, he's going to convert that. But unfortunately, now Gavin's got 2 fouls too.
Church, 6 points on the evening. Free throw on the way, missed it. Rebound comes down to Gavin. That one was lucky to draw iron.
Yeah, that one didn't look good.
Hand off to Gavin, gets the screen, off the glass, left it short. Gavin tried to get the rebound. Instead, Fitch comes down with it for Springfield. Look ahead, there's Church. They didn't find him in time. Cross-court pass. Minder, fadeaway jumper, got the roll. And after an 11-0 run by the Railers put them up by 17, it's now 6 in a row by the Senators. It's 23-12 with 2:35 to go. Perry over to Bowers, hands to Gavin. Gavin tries to set a screen for Ebler. Bowers, top of the key now to Perry. Hands to Cook. Perry thought about 3, didn't take it. Now to Will. Railers all outside the perimeter. Quick ball movement to Will Cook. His 3 on the way is good.
A nice extra pass by Bowers, too. The ball was kicked out to Isaiah, and I thought he was going to have a shot at firing one, but he did the wise thing and gave up the open look to one of the probably the hottest shooter for the Railers right now, and Will Cook, and Will drains that was a big 3 because Senators were on a 4-0 run.
26-12, 3 top of the key on the way. That's going to be no good. High for the rebound. Will Cook gets to Ebler, and with 1:45 to go, the Railers will try and extend their 14-point advantage. Perry in the far corner. Hands to Gavin. Gavin's going to try and take his guy. Nope. Skips it over to Bowers. Gavin spins, goes against Church, kicks back out, ball tipped around, lots of contact. Bowers tried to flip it down to Gavin, ball still loose, pick and fork, and we've got alternating possession on the held ball, and it'll go to Springfield.
Yeah, Gavin tried to get it, Bowers tried to get it back to Gavin, and that time it didn't work. It looked like he had Perry on the perimeter that he could have kicked out to for a 3, but coach is going to get Gavin out right now. Hop checks in, and it's really one of the first times, Jeff, the Railers have not had Block on the court at any point this season.
See how the Railers handle the last 75 seconds. Drive down the lane, up and good. Kincaid. Sort of what we saw last night at SHG. Too easy getting down the lane and getting to the basket.
Yeah, that was the 3 passes and broke the press and got a layup.
Cook back to Bowers, under a minute, and then Bowers is going to be whistled for double dribble. So I know it's a small sample size, but the 20 seconds that Gavin's been out,
you're right.
An easy layup and then an unforced error on the double dribble.
Yeah, so you're looking at maybe possibly a 4-0 run, and the Railers getting the ball back, and maybe you think about putting Gavin in, calling a timeout, and bringing him back in for offense, and hold the ball for the last shot.
Similar to what they did down at Prairie Capital against Jacksonville.
Right.
45 seconds left. Springfield was in danger of getting blown out of this one, but they did a nice job of hanging in, and now they've found themselves down just 12 points. 3 from the corner up, left it short, rebound tipped out by Church, but goes into the hands of Bowers, and now the Railers will probably look to hold for 1.
Yeah, that was a big stop there for the Railers. You give up a 3 right there, and you're in a little bit of trouble going into the second half.
Hop over to Ebler. Cook at the timeline, down to 10 seconds. Railers run their offense, get it down to 6. Cook out to Bowers. Ebler checks the clock, needs some screens. Ebler, and then a foul's going to be whistled.
Bonus, yeah.
So with half a second to go, as Minder picks up the foul, Ebler will go to the line with 1 in bonus.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Coach Alexander gets all the other Railers off the line, as Ebler hopefully can get this first one to go down. Free throw on the way is going to go.
Yeah, Peyton started first 2 didn't go in. This time he's going to grab 1. So Peyton knocks down the first one. Hopefully he can get this second one to go. And
no good. They'll hang on to it, and that's the way the first half ends with Lincoln on top. It is Lincoln 27, Springfield 14. We'll be back with our halftime show in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.